Well, good morning and welcome back to our corner of Appalachia. My lovely wife Jess won't be joining us today. She's going hiking with her sister, but while they're doing that, I'm going to spend some time out in the woods, work on a little bushcraft project, and of course get a fire going and cook some good food. Oh, my legs. Definitely didn't do enough winter hiking. Definitely going to be a warmer one today. That's where we've set up in the past. You can still see the fire pit over there. I might use that again unless I find a more level spot. This area is looking pretty forlorn in late winter, but this is one of the places where there's some ramp patches, so I'm going to do a quick check to see if there are any early ramps coming up. Looks like maybe those invasive hogs have been in the area. I'm not seeing any ramps yet, but they'll be here before we know it. I think I will use this old site that we've been to before. It's already got a fire ring and it's reasonably level. I think this was our old bench. My plan today is to make a Bushcraft friction bench. I've never made one before, but Jess and I watched a video from Kusk Bushcraft, K-U-S-K, and he made a really nice one. I'm going to try my hand at it. And then later get a fire going and enjoy some food by the creek. So the first thing I need to do is get a bunch of wood down here to work with, and hopefully I can find enough straight pieces. That might be a good one for the seat. I get a couple of those. Let's see. What if we do? Well, that's good. Dense wood inside. That actually takes a little too much work. Alright, so that makes the seat. Now I need to find some medium-sized pieces to make the legs, and a couple smaller ones to make the, what do you call them, resistance braces. Catch my breath. Okay. Alright, I've got 4 of these cut to the same length, roughly. Those will be the legs. And then I'm also going to need 4 more of the cross brace pieces. Alright, 4 of those. And they just need to be able to span the seat plus a little bit on each side. And since I'm in such a cutting mood, this might be a good time to go gather some firewood. Oh, getting a little hungry. I think it's time for a snack. I got some dried mango and plums. About the only wildlife I'm seeing out here today are these red mites. Alright, I've gone ahead and processed my firewood, kindling, smaller pieces, medium and bigger pieces, and also went ahead and strung up our little picnic tarp as a sunshade, because the sun is starting to peek out now. I was going to try for a solar ignition today, because we do finally have dried grass. Now we just don't have enough sun. I'll give it a few more minutes. Now that I've got the fire ready to go, I can focus back on the bench. I need to figure out where on the legs to make my cuts. I don't need it to be pretty, I just don't want it to be uneven and wobbly. I'm just going to eyeball the angle. And I can always cut the legs shorter if it ends up too high. Almost there. Now I just gotta do that 3 more times. They're a little bit tricky to line up. I anticipate that it's being a little bit wobbly because the legs are not entirely straight, but I'm hoping that just with the ground and a little bit of play, it'll still work fine for a bushcraft bench. While the sun's out, let me see if I can get a fire going. Guys, I let it go out. Well, I got the flames. I think I needed a little more grass. Yeah, I tried to get it before the sun went away and I didn't gather enough grass. Well guys, it's about noon and these clouds just keep rolling in, so I need to time my exit to meet up with Jess again, so I don't want to be out here still trying to make a fire while she's headed back. So we're going to go with this again today. I did have some crumbled up punkwood in there I was going to try next because I used up my last bit of char cloth. There's probably an easier way to do this. Is this 2-person assembly required? Oh my goodness. ground is uneven too. I might have to saw part of the back feet off so it'll sit level. I think once you get one side, the other side should be easier. It's like a human deadfall if you mess it up. Okay, it is wanting to tip over. Well, I didn't think this was going to be so hard, but none of the legs are totally straight. It's a little hard to find straight branches around here, and these pieces are just a little bit too heavy. I'm going to see if I can just do it with one. Oh my gosh. That's demoralizing. Well, I got it up. Now, as long as I don't sit in it, it should be fine. Guys, that's the best I'm going to get today. If I wiggle around on it too much, it falls over. So, everything just isn't lined up well enough. But you get the picture. You can also make little footbridges out of this. Just not mine, because that would result in a lawsuit. We're past due for lunch. I brought some raspberry tea, so I'm going to put that down in the water here to stay cool. Alright, while that's heating up, I'm going to finish sharpening my knife here. I did one side already. Figure I might as well show the other side. I've got a diamond and ceramic whetstone here. No water or oil needed. You only need the diamond if you have a really dull knife or you got burrs in the edge. And this is a Fellkniven knife, by the way, a Swiss-made knife. Really nice and tough, full tang, good for batoning wood. Now, I was taught when sharpening knives, you kind of want to act like you're cutting into the stone. I know there are probably different opinions on that. This whetstone simply says to move it in a circular motion. If you want to know if you're hitting that edge evenly, you can do the felt tip marker trick. Just put black along the edge there. And of course, if you're hitting it correctly, you should see all that black disappear. That's looking good. If it shaves off your fingernail easily like that, probably pretty sharp. I'm going to get some bannock bread going. I'm just using self-rising flour, so it already has the salt and baking soda, and added a little bit of powdered milk to it. It's a little too hot. I think I added too much water to my flour. So I think this will be a bannock pancake. Oil there. Look at this, found some spring beauties. I think that's the first I've seen this year. Put some butter on that. Now I'm going to cook up some ham slices. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my bread and butter while that ham cooks. Father, thank you for this food. Thank you so much for your beautiful creation I get to enjoy today. May it be a blessing to others. In Jesus' name. That's good. Bread is so simple but hard to beat. Don't want to forget this. This is more food than I can eat, but going for the thumbnail shot here. Oops. I made a mess. Probably should have brought a spatula. Let's check out my ham and eggs. I don't really want to show them up close. I find it difficult to cook and film at the same time. I forgot I had some sauce. The ham is salty. Oh man, comma. Well, I have no rain gear, so I'm going to start wrapping up here. Jess just told me it's raining out where she is, and they're huddled under a pine tree. I think it might be headed my way. Or get things wrapped up. And I've been toying with the idea of building a simple survival shelter out here and spending a night alone in the woods. It's kind of a bucket list item. But I need to be able to build a shelter better than I build a bench. How was it? Did you have fun?
I did have fun. We got caught in a rainstorm though.
Hopefully not too long.
No, we were huddled under a pine tree. We both had to fit in the same poncho, so it was pretty interesting.
Well, I didn't get anything but a few little sprinkles, so.
Nice. How did your day go?
Yeah, pretty good, but it was a learning experience. That's how you don't make a bushcraft bench.
You don't.
But we're a learning channel as much as we are a teaching channel. Actually, we're basically just a get out in the woods and enjoy it channel. So, if nothing else, at least hopefully it's entertaining. Anyways, we hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, leave us a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, and thank you for watching.